Hello ladies, I just wanted to share with you in today's video something that happened to me last week and something that I think that may be useful and helpful to some of you out there. So last Friday I was one of 4 hosts of a collaborative networking event for 80 women hosted in the Midlands called the Great Women in Business Meetup. And I was collaborating with 3 other women in business networks, all people who I very much respect, and was delighted to be invited some months ago to be part of this collaboration. And the format of the day was that we were all going to deliver a talk that would share tips about networking. So I decided that I wanted to talk about embracing authenticity and the power of vulnerability, because I think they are things that I have had to work on myself over the years that I've been networking. And certainly I know from when my networking journey started 15 years ago, I didn't feel comfortable showing up as myself. I always felt that I needed to try and be something different to what I was. I've always been an introvert. I was very shy as a child. I still feel shy in certain unfamiliar situations. So I just wanted to share that with the audience with the hope that that would make an impact and help them if they are struggling to show up as themselves at networking events. Just wanted to let them know they're not alone and what I have done to overcome my fears of public speaking. So I can't tell you how much it took to get me up on that stage last Friday. It's the biggest thing I've ever done. And I really feel that Friday was a culmination of the work I've put in for 15 years, right from attending that first networking event, which I was so frightened, and the nerves, for a long time, the nerves overtook me when I was at networking events. I always had to type out a script that I had to hold and read because I didn't have the ability, even though I knew what it said on the paper, when it came to speaking in public, the nerves just got the better of me and there was no way I could have read it, I could have spoken it concisely that people could have understood what I wanted to say. So for a long time I had to read from a script. I can remember my first 10-minute presentation. I had to script it word for word, and I ended up reading a lot of that as well because whilst again I'd practiced it over and over again, again the nerves overtook me, and I really feel as though it's been a real block for me for the last 15 years. Even occasionally now when I go to a new networking event, I can feel the nerves as it comes round to me. I can feel the nerves start to kick in. So for anyone out there who does feel like this at networking events, believe me, you're not on your own. So coming up to Friday's event, a few weeks before, I'd really started to get into my own head and really start to panic. And I think it was not only the fact that I've got to step up on stage and deliver a talk to a room full of women, but also the fact that I was one of 4 hosting this event of people who are doing this all the time. They host their own in-person events. They're used to delivering to a room full of people. And I really felt that I was going to be the weakest link and really didn't want to. I put pressure on myself always anyway, but I think I put an added pressure on because I really didn't want to let the other 3 ladies down. So I have to say I put so much work and effort into making sure that I didn't let anybody down on Friday. This work involved, first of all, I had to be vulnerable, and I actually shared at a networking event a few weeks ago how I was feeling and about the fact that the fear was really overtaking me, and I really didn't know if I'd got it in me to step up on that stage last Friday. And you know what happened when I did that? In the first couple of hours afterwards, I did feel really battered and bruised because I'd been really vulnerable and really open. But once that feeling died down, the fear actually started to lessen as well. And from that moment on, I changed the way I thought about it. All I kept thinking up until that point was it's going to be a disaster. My nerves are going to get the better of me. I'm not going to be able to get my words out. I definitely don't want to script it because I know it won't have any impact if I'm just reading from a piece of paper. And I just flipped that thinking to all I could think about was that it was going to go really well. I was going to put the work in. This was 5 weeks ago, so I'd got 5 weeks to fully prepare and make sure that I knew what I was going to say on the day, so that then I could confidently stand up there and speak. And as I kept putting this thought into my head daily, the excitement started to build for the event, and I started to look forward to it, and working alongside the other 3 ladies who were excited, the social media coming up to the event where everybody was so excited for that day. I was carried along on the wave of excitement as well. I also had a couple of EFT tapping sessions, which were really enlightening and really, I think, contributed to me being able to do it as well. I also did some kinesiology energy work with a couple of people as well. So I think all of these things all contributed, and I have to tell you, and I know some of the subscribers to this email were there on the day, but I can confidently say that I delivered a really powerful and impactful talk, and I know that because I felt it myself, but also the response from the ladies in the room, the people who came up to me afterwards, the people who have messaged me since, who have posted and sung my praises on social media has been so heartwarming. And every single one of those, I don't think they can perhaps understand just the impact that has had on me. It has given me so much more confidence that I finally believe that I have got real value that I can offer. And I always knew that I had, but I was frightened to find my voice because I just felt that people perhaps wouldn't value what I said and didn't think I had anything worth saying. And I hope, as I'm saying all this, ladies, that if this resonates with you, we can be our own worst enemy, can't we? We can get into our own heads, we can make assumptions of what other people are thinking of us, and it doesn't serve us at all. And I think we've just really got to reframe those negative thoughts that we have across all aspects of our business so that we can show up. Our real selves is enough. We don't need to change for anybody, and our ideal clients and people who are right for us to work with will find us, the same as we will find the people who we want to collaborate and work with, because we will just know instinctively that they are the right people for us. And we're not the right people for everybody, and that is absolutely fine. So yeah, I just wanted to come on. I was going to type it in an email, and I thought it's far easier for me just to explain it in this short video. So it was a fantastic event on Friday, and it's something we have decided to repeat again. So for anyone who heard about the event and wish they could have made it, put in the diary the 7th of March next year, and we will be doing it all again. Not sure where the venue, whether it'll be the same venue or we'll choose a new venue, but 7th of March 2025, the Great Women in Business Meetup will be happening again. It was a fantastic day where we got women moving around the room, connecting, talking, and making new connections with people they hadn't met before. So they went away from the event not only armed with some tips on how they can improve their networking activities, but also a whole new load of connections that they can now continue to nurture those relationships post-event. If you want to follow our social pages to keep up to date with any updates, then it's Great Women in Business UK across Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram. So just give us a follow on there, and we'll keep you updated with any progress. In other news regarding the Women's Business Network, just wanted to remind you that our prices will be increasing from the 1st of April. So anyone who has been thinking about becoming a member, if you want to make a saving, then get in touch and sign up before the 31st of March so that you can benefit from the current pricing, because when you become a member of our network, your price that you sign up at is your renewal price year on year. So you don't go to the higher price at the following year, your price stays the same. That's been the case since day one. So our founding members still only pay what they paid to join back in 2020. So anybody who wants to learn more about our network, I'll make sure that the link's in here as well for you. So you can book a 15-minute call with me and I can tell you all about all the benefits that we offer at WBN. But just wanted to say, hope you're having a good week. I'm always here if anybody wants to reach out for a chat or support. If that resonated with you, you've got a speaking event coming up and you'd just like to speak to somebody who knows how you're feeling right now, then please reach out. I'd love to have a chat because, as I said on Friday, if I can overcome and get up there and do what I did on Friday, I am an introvert, I'm shy, and I've always hated public speaking, but I did it, so if I can do it, so can you. So that's all from me, ladies. Hope to, I'll speak to you again soon.